Today in the crypto space, we see the market still looking very strong. Bitcoin making a push to the upside, reaching that $98,300 mark. But more importantly, guys, look at Ethereum up 10%, dragging the rest of the crypto space up with it. Nice and green, we have AVAX, OP, Arbitrum, those layer 2s looking pretty good, and many others. In today's video, I want to talk about the general market. I want to use Bitcoin as a leading indicator, but more importantly, guys, I want to talk about Ethereum. What is Ethereum doing, and how is this going to impact the rest of the market? So you know what, let's talk about the news, let's analyze the charts, and let's strategize to capitalize. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and let's get right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On the channel, we talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the altcoins, looking for opportunity. Whether we go up or down, bearish or bullish, it doesn't matter. All we want to do is stay one step ahead of the market so that we can capitalize on any of the volatility. And if you appreciate the strategy, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, including the live streams at 8 p.m. EST, where we talk about crypto news and price action. Guys, if you have any projects you want me to take a look at on the channel, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. You can hit me up on the socials. The links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. All right, guys, let's begin. Let's see what's going on here with this general market. First, talk about the market cap. We'll talk about the top 100. We'll take a look at Ethereum and, of course, take a look at Bitcoin to see what is going on here with the large caps. The two heavyweights of the market right now are leading the way. Okay, so market cap is looking good. We're still grinding to the upside, $3.4 trillion to the upside. That's really good, guys. 3%, doing awesome, 3.7%. And what I like best is the volume. We got market participation into this move to the upside, which is healthy. It suggests continuation. It suggests that we're going up, and we're going to continue going up until we see some sort of structure suggesting that we're rolling over. At the current moment, I'm still bullish. Bitcoin looking great, up 4.5%. Still pushing to the upside, up 10% in the last 7 days. Ethereum did a 10% in the last 24 hours. The power of the altcoin, guys, right here. Altcoins, they move a lot harder. And we're talking about ETH. Still a very large cap, $404 billion market cap. Still large, right? Massive. But at the end of the day, guys, what do you think is going to be happening with the lower cap altcoins, right? The Solanas, which are, slightly lower, 121 billion, doing pretty good here, up another 10%. And we're noticing that Ethereum and Solana kind of go in tandem. They're working together. They're tag teaming this market to bring down the overall Bitcoin dominance. And this is something that we really have to keep an eye on, is because Ethereum, without Ethereum, it's going to be very hard for Solana to do it on its own. Although it can, we know that the path of least resistance is for Ethereum to be on board for the altcoin season. Show us the way, ETH, because ultimately we know what happens when ETH shows strength. We'll take a look at the Ethereum chart very soon, guys. We're going to take a look at the top 100, see what else we got going on. Everything Ethereum based is doing good, okay? Everything. Now, as soon as this kind of cools off, I'm expecting the rest of the altcoins to wake up as well. Some of the blue chips, the large caps are going to do good. I'm expecting the SUI to wake up and recover. It did have a bit of downtime, guys, but this is the name of the game in this market, guys. We get downtime, and then it keeps on ticking. AVAX is also looking primed, ready to move, guys. If you missed out on my videos in the last couple of days, I did talk about the AVAX setup. It could be ready, guys. I'm prepared for a move to the upside. We have Chainlink looking pretty good, Polkadot okay, kind of going sideways. And as we keep on going down, I'm just going to reiterate things that are Ethereum related, the word things, any project that is Ethereum related is going to get some volume. At the current moment, I think that Uniswap is lagging a little bit, even though it is up 6.2%. I'm expecting Uniswap to do a little bit better, but any other DeFi plays on Ethereum, any gaming, anything that is really bullish on Ethereum should do very well as Ethereum shows strength. Even Ethereum Classic waking up 9% is quite healthy, right? BitTensor looking good. Caspa still grinding to the downside. Render in a dip, but Render has been doing good in the last little bit, so you got to give it its moment, to kind of relax. So is Mantra. It's relaxing, taking a bit of a coffee break. No big deal. Is it going to fall further? Maybe. It might fall. It may not. At the end of the day, it's in a downward sloping structure, and ultimately it's respecting the trend. It is dripping down slowly. Is it getting any pop to the upside based on this bullishness that we've been having? No, because at the end of the day, it's risky, guys. Mantrav's already done very, very well in the last little bit. It's moved up almost like 200% or something like that in the matter of a week. So guys, time to rotate, trying to find another bottom that's ready to start to make that move. Those moves are going to happen on a daily basis. Mantra is just an example, a very small taste of what an altcoin season look like. Okay, so just keep that in mind. OP is looking good. Again, Ethereum based projects are looking good. Arbitrum, OP, and OP was my choice of layer 2. I'm glad I chose that one. Arbitrum, not so much. I'm not really interested too much. I think OP has a little bit better of a tech stack, and this is why we're seeing a lot of projects use the optimism stack. So I'm more interested there. What else do we have here? A bit of moves. Look at these moves, right? Even BitGet is looking good. Phantom waking up a little bit, guys. We're gonna see the mid caps. We're gonna see the blue chips wake up very soon. And one of the things that I'm seeing sentiment wise is especially a lot of newcomers, and maybe even some individuals that have been around. They're trying to time the market, guys. Try not to do that. You're going to miss out. Try not to time the market. And if you feel that you want to get involved in rotation and chasing the narratives, that's another thing that is very problematic. It's nice to identify what narratives are going to move and what ecosystems are going to move and what class of altcoin is going to move based on market cap. That's all great. The reality is, guys, do not anticipate that your timing is going to be perfect. I would be peppering in capital slowly. Put it all on a scale. Like if you think that micro caps are going to get their moment later, just scale in with a small amount. Do not get involved. Get some exposure just in case, because honestly, you could wake up overnight, we get a quick V recovery, and we're going to see a lot of projects run without you, and that's the worst feeling ever. Start scaling in, guys. I've been here, I've done it. Even using the previous little altcoin season run up that we had last year, guys, it ran so quick that a lot of people felt like they missed out on a bull run. I remember those emotions. Okay, so just make sure that you have some capital allocated, because the gains are incredible, especially for those micro caps, those bullish, high conviction micro caps. What else do we have? Rocket Pool ETH, of course, anything ETH related. Even Rate is doing good. Rate is up 13.2%, pretty much outperforming a lot of the other Ethereum based projects that are running. And as we keep on going down, we got a lot of good green today here, guys. So we're definitely celebrating. And if you missed out on my live stream last night, I made it very clear Ethereum is looking good. And if Ethereum starts to wake up, get ready to go. And I was saying, buy those bottom dwellers, rotate, take capital out of those top gainers and rotate into projects that are bottom dwelling, because we're going to start to get a move. And those are the ones that are going to move harder. And we definitely can see it today. Definitely can see it. All right, guys, I know you're here to talk about charts as well. So let's begin. Let's take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin definitely showing strength, guys. As we speak, Bitcoin's pushing up above the $98,450 mark, guys. We're almost at that $100 level. Guys, don't try to squeeze every penny out of Bitcoin. Okay, we're going to be hitting a wall very, very soon. Obviously, no one has a crystal ball to tell you exactly when, but statistically speaking, guys, after a run up like this, you can anticipate a bit of a rejection. All right, guys, let's talk about this in a little bit more detail. So, guys, it's all about probability, and probability is that we're due for a correction. Is there certainty in any of that? Absolutely not. Could we blast to 200,000 tomorrow? Why not? Could happen. But possibility and probability is that we get a retracement sooner than later, based on the fact is that we ran up really, really well. Now, what kind of retracement am I hoping for? I'm not looking for a 5% retracement. I'm not looking for a 10% retracement. I want to see a healthy corrective move down approximately 25 to 30%. And because I'm waiting for such a correction, I am ready to start taking profit on all my gainers, even the spot positions, even margin positions that I open, and in leverage positions that I have open. I am going to be trading them. I'm going to be getting in and getting out. So I did open a few margin positions 2 days ago, and they're currently in the green, which I'm happy about, which means that I'm going to be willing to take some profit off those positions. I bought a bit of this, a bit of that. I made them very clear what I was buying on the Discord and obviously on the live streams. I bought a bit of Manta. I bought a bit of, what else? A Near Protocol. On the bottoms, as they were coming down, I was scaling in. And this is pretty good because ultimately we want to get those recoveries. We're getting a bit of recovery today, as you can see. So we're getting a bit of green, which means that we should be getting very comfortable taking profits just in case Bitcoin does make that retracement. However, guys, in the immediate short term, we are seeing Ethereum carry the load. It is putting in the work, and the work that it's putting in is giving us the signal that we're possibly going to see another swell up, another pump of the altcoin market. It doesn't mean the microcaps. A few might get its its moment. It's very possible that we get a few microcaps pump. It is very possible, based on the way we are right now in this market, that a few of those microcaps get listed on exchanges and they fly because of that. The reality is that we could see a bit of a move to the upside with the altcoins, given the fact that Bitcoin and Ethereum are giving us the same conditions that were present about a week ago when the market was flying. Just think about that. Okay, so Bitcoin right now is doing exactly what we needed to do. It is attracting capital. It is attracting retail market. It is attracting the institutional market. It's doing everything that it needs to do to raise capital to provide liquidity for the altcoin market. That's basically what we want. Is raise capital for the market and wait for the rotation patiently, guys. Don't have your convictions and deploy capital nice and slowly and wait patiently. The same way we waited here patiently for Bitcoin. Boring, remember, 250 days or something like that. And then as soon as we got here, guys, I was like, now it's game on. And this is what I'm saying now. I'm saying this: altcoins are ready for game on price action. Okay, we just don't know when exactly. Just start preparing slowly. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Okay, I'm not going to get into too much detail here. I think I yapped about too much about it already. Let's take a look at what's going on with ETH. ETH, at the end of the day, now just keeping in mind Bitcoin already ran, and if you can, reflect on what Bitcoin has been doing, what, relatively speaking, what is Ethereum doing? Absolutely nothing. Like, really, it didn't do too much. Now, I want you to reflect also on what happened to the altcoin market when Ethereum broke this structure and started running to the upside. Do you not remember what happened a few days ago, a week ago? Everything was in the green. We had so many altcoins run up hundreds of % in a day. Like, but if you look at all the micro caps or the low cap DeFi plays on Solana and Sui and all of this, everything was running, guys. Hundreds of % in a day, in a couple of days. Okay, so this is what we have to prepare for. Now, if Ethereum could eventually get another continuation to the upside, and it has begun today. Last night when we were on the live stream, I made it very clear that we need to pay attention to the structure because it is a bull flag. And a bull flag breakout would insinuate that we're going up for another higher high. And after a consolidation like this, that we could kind of, put a bit of confidence in, bottom, accumulation, green arrows suggesting buy the dip. All of a sudden now we're looking for continuation patterns because this was a bottom pivot point structure. So continuation pattern, the most optimal one, would be a bull flag or a bullish pennant or something like that. And you can see clearly that this impulsive move right now is battling the previous high. But a break of that high, guys, will cause Ethereum to really fly. And will cause it to go up for a higher high. It will cause it to go test previous highs. It will cause it to go into price discovery. And when Ethereum goes into price discovery, it's going to resemble the sentiment that Bitcoin has at the current moment. The sentiment on Bitcoin for seasoned traders that have been doing this for many years, such as myself, know that Ethereum is not, that Bitcoin is not the best place to allocate capital at the current moment. I'm not saying never. I'm just saying that until Bitcoin retraces 20 to 30%, I would say a good average is at about 25, of course. It's risky to get into Bitcoin. Now, what happens to the altcoin market? It is also risky because if that happens to Bitcoin, we're going to see Ethereum and all the alts fall. But in the meantime, in the short term, we're seeing that Ethereum is not interested. We're seeing that Ethereum wants to give the altcoins another opportunity. And if you look at some of the altcoins, a lot of the altcoins didn't even leave their bear market bottoms yet. So I feel like maybe Ethereum wants to give those guys a bit of an opportunity, number one. And number two, Ethereum itself, even though there's a ton of fun on it, it wants to get at least to a good extension level. Hit the 1.27. Let's see what that looks like. swing high to swing low, and we hit the 1.27, maybe at 4,600, maybe the golden pocket extension level at 5,164. Why not? It's a modest target. It's not a moon boy shot that I'm talking about. It's a very modest target, and it's a target that if that were to happen for Ethereum, what's the signal going to be for the altcoin market? Game on, guys. Game on. We're going to see a bunch of rotation, because ultimately after Ethereum gets into the into this level where it starts to break out into price discovery, as you can see above the $5,000 mark, it starts to get into that risky scenario where we don't have much price action looking left, any price action looking left, to judge where we're going to get resistance, where we're going to get some confluence to play this market. So really what we're waiting for is Ethereum to drag up some of these altcoins a little bit more, and then hopefully we see the market cool off a little bit healthily. And then by then we're taking profit. We're taking profits on our short-term spots. We're taking profit on our margin positions, on our leverage positions, and waiting for Bitcoin to get its corrective move that we do. We've gotten corrective moves throughout bull runs, at least 4 or 5 of them, 25% dips throughout that bull run, and ultimately the best opportunities to scale in for big positions. Now, you could be buying 5% dips, all good, but imagine buying the tops on those 5% dips. What happens is when we get the 25-30% dip, you're going to be underwater. So for me personally, I'd rather not buy 5% dips. I'd rather not buy 10% dips. I'd rather wait for Bitcoin to come down 20% and then deploy, and that is going to translate to a big move on the altcoins. But a lot of the altcoins didn't move yet. All we had is the dino coins, the boomer coins moving, which is good. Some of the mid caps are moving, of course, which is also great. But the majority of them, guys, the majority of the market in the altcoin market hasn't really done anything. And I feel like what we're doing right now is building a thesis based off of using Ethereum as that leading indicator. So currently, the question is, does Ethereum break the previous high and go up for a higher high? It does look like it wants to do that, guys. We're getting a bit of volume here, as you can see, a bit of volume right here. Okay, let's kind of stretch this out a little bit. You can see we got volume right here, picking up a little bit. We can get a little bit more. I would like to see how this daily candle closes tonight. Of course, I'm going to be live at 8 p.m. EST talking about crypto news and price action, so feel free to join. We see volatility oversold. Let me show you what I mean here. Volatility is oversold. All right, whenever this orange line goes oversold, we get a bullish response. And you can see that the trend and the momentum is still upwards. Although we got overbought, we're still in an upwards trend. We can get overbought and stay overbought a little bit more, similar to what happened here. Why couldn't we hesitate in overbought conditions a little bit more on ETH and allow it to actually expand with some strength, with this green expansion in the background in play? It could definitely happen. So I'm going to be very patient on the altcoin market. Ultimately, the agenda right now should be raising capital, but the best opportunity to raise capital is to see some more altcoins fly so I can take a bit of profit. That's the mindset that I'm going to be having. And if we keep on going down, we do see the indecision here in this oscillator. At the end of the day, the trend oscillator is very confused. Look at this purple expansion right above. We got the EMAs facing up. We got a green histogram bar, and we're in a bullish control zone. But in addition to that, we have a massive purple expansion here that could stay purple. In fact, it could fake us out, and we could stay similar to what happened here. Why couldn't that happen? Once we get into the bullish control zone, as you can see, fake outs could happen and continuations could happen. We stay bullish a little longer. Guys, I'm prepared. So Ethereum right now is the asset to watch for as a leading indicator for the altcoin market. It hasn't failed us yet. A lot of us are giving up on ETH, but it's still, the trend is your friend. If the trend is still our friend, Ethereum has to lead us to the altcoin season. All right, guys, if I've offered you any value in this video, do the channel a massive favor. Slap the like button. It does really help out the algorithm. If you want to follow me on the socials, the links are in the description below. Feel free to join the Discord, guys. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. Take care, guys. Have a good one. And don't forget, buy the dip.